Welcome to Picture Books and Novelty. Hi, I'm Ken Geist. Long ago in a galaxy far, far away, there lived an amazing artist, paper engineer, and dear friend named Matthew Reinhart. It was only his passion and artistry that could introduce the universe to a brand new, explosive, interactive pop-up book, Star Wars, a galactic pop-up adventure. And here's our own Jedi Knight, Matthew Reinhart.
Hi, this is Matthew Reinhart, author, illustrator, and paper engineer of Scholastic's upcoming pop-up 3D extravaganza, Star Wars, a galactic pop-up adventure. You know, I've been a Star Wars fan ever since I was a kid, and to be able to play in the Star Wars universe and recreate it in paper pop-ups is a dream come true. Once the pops are perfected, I can then create the color artwork, first sketching in pencil, and then using those drawings as a map to create my intricate cut paper collage artwork. Not only am I making pop-ups out of paper, but I'm also making the color art out of paper as well. And what would a movable pop-up Star Wars adventure be without a working lightsaber? So look out for Star Wars, a galactic pop-up adventure coming to your galaxy very soon. And remember, the Force will always be with you.
In August 2006, Steve Metzger and Jared Lee learned that the International Astronomical Union decided that Pluto did not meet all of the requirements to be a planet and downgraded poor Pluto. Steve and Jared were not happy, so they decided to create a picture book from Pluto's point of view. In Pluto Visits Earth, Pluto gets the news and embarks on a fun and out-of-this-world adventure across the solar system to visit Earth and reclaim his planetary status. Pluto makes headlines, and along the way to Earth, Pluto bumps into moons and other planets. Pluto puts the brakes on at Mount Baldy Observatory and asks, "Hey, why did you make me a dwarf planet?" But it's a boy on Earth that makes him realize that big or small, planet or not, he's still special. He realizes that size doesn't matter. Pluto Visits Earth is a hysterical celestial feat and a great way to get your students turned on to science and the universe. Did you know that Pluto is composed primarily of rock and ice? It has 3 moons, Charon, Nix, and Hydra. Plus, everyone will have fun while learning some real facts about Pluto along the way. Pluto Visits Earth by Steve Metzger with illustrations by Jared Lee.
Hi, I'm Dianne Hess, Executive Editor of Scholastic Press. In their newest book, Dinosaur Thunder, Newbery Honor Book author Marion Dane Bauer and Caldecott Honor Book artist Margaret Chodos Irvine combine their super talents to create an empowering and endearing story of a little boy who conquers his fear of thunder. When lightning flares in the faraway sky and clouds growl like lions waking, Big Brother Chad is thrilled by the approaching storm, but not his little brother Brannon. Brannon's afraid of thunder, and he runs to hide each time thunder rattles the house. It's not until Chad tells Brannon about dinosaur thunder that Brannon channels his own inner dinosaur, and now he's scarier than all the thunder in the world. In a recent starred review, Publishers Weekly says, "Hats off to Bauer for turning an emotional truth into a joyful, triumphant story," and thunderous applause for Chodos Irvine, who contributes her best and most elaborate relief prints to date. Many books have been written about the Underground Railroad, but Henry Cole's original new wordless picture book, Unspoken, tells a poignant story that is rarely heard. With artwork reminiscent of Garth Williams, Henry Cole has created a haunting story about a young Southern farm girl who discovers a runaway slave hiding behind the corn crib inside her barn. Secretly, she brings him food and helps him, and when bounty hunters come, the girl must warn him before it's too late. With the help of coded quilts and the Big Dipper, the man escapes, and he leaves the girl with a gift she'll never forget. This moving and unusual story is filled with hope and love, and it speaks directly to our deepest sense of tolerance and compassion. As a former teacher, Henry has created this book for a broad range of readers. The artwork is filled with visual clues, and each reader's interpretation as they tell or write their own story will be unique. And each reader will have a chance to answer the question, what would you do if you had a chance to help a person find freedom?
Hi, I'm David Saylor, Creative Director at Scholastic. Bailey at the Museum by Harry Bliss continues the adventures of Bailey, everyone's favorite classmate, a pooch who also happens to go to school just like the other kids. In this new story, Bailey is very excited about the school trip to the Museum of Natural History. After all, he loves to dig up bones even more than an archaeologist does. In fact, there are so many things to explore that Bailey's curiosity sometimes gets the best of him, and that's why he has a new partner to keep an eye on him, the museum guard. But happily, Bailey has also gained a new friend. It's no wonder that Maury Sendak called Bailey a kind-hearted best friend kids will adore. And School Library Journal in a starred review said, laughs abound on every page. A classmate like Bailey would make any day at school a better one.
Hi, I'm Samantha Schutz, Executive Editor, and I have the honor of working with Norman Bridwell, the creator of Clifford the Big Red Dog. To kick off Clifford's 50th anniversary year, I am so proud to present the Clifford Collection. This paper over board treasury includes 6 of the original Clifford books published in the 60s and 70s, including, of course, the 1963 edition of Clifford the Big Red Dog. And most excitingly, the collection features Norman's original black and red art that many teachers, librarians, and parents will remember from their own childhoods. To make this collection extra special, we've included some lighthearted historical information with vintage photographs of Norman, as well as some additional Clifford memorabilia. There's a letter from Norman, a glimpse into the inspiration for Emily Elizabeth, Norman's own daughter. There's also the story of how Clifford came to be, including Norman's never-before-seen 1960s painting that sparked him to create the Clifford series. I hope you'll join me in celebrating this big, big anniversary for the world's biggest, reddest, and most beloved dog.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Verberg, Editorial Director of the Blue Sky Press, and it's been my incredible honor and great fun to have been publishing David Shannon for the last 20 plus years. Well, this season we have more, and it may just send you out to get some fish of your own. Dave Shannon hails from Spokane, Washington, where I get the feeling the fish are big, but the fish stories may be even bigger, and you'll see in this amazing, remarkable book, Jangles, a big fish story, which is coming out in the fall. This art was created over a period of 2 years. Every piece was done individually. He's going to tell you a bit about it himself.
Hi everybody, my name is David Shannon, and I am speaking to you from my little cabin high in the Sierra Nevadas, where I come to go fishing, because my newest book is a fishing story. It's called Jangles, a Big Fish Story. And it's called a big fish story for 2 reasons. One, Jangles is a very big fish, and the other is that it's about storytelling. So I'm going to read a little bit to you here about why this big fish was called Jangles. Jangles was the biggest fish anyone had ever seen or heard. That's right, you could hear Jangles. He'd broken so many fishing lines that his huge crooked jaw was covered with shiny metal lures and rusty old fish hooks of all shapes and sizes. They clinked and clattered as he swam, and that's why he was called Jangles. Now, everyone wanted to catch Jangles, but in the end, it was a little kid who was out fishing one evening who hooked Jangles. And Jangles was so big, he pulled the kid over the side of the boat and down into the water to his house at the bottom of the lake. Well, it turns out the kid could breathe, and Jangles could talk. And Jangles told him stories after story from the beginning of time about when there were wise old redwood trees and silly animals and great big huge fish.
So that's the end of our video, and I hope you enjoy reading Jangles as much as I enjoy fishing for him.
One of my greatest joys in my long career is that I get to publish Don and Audrey Wood, who are among the most talented and wonderful writers and illustrators in all of children's books. This book is It's Duffy Time. And It's Duffy Time is about their pug, Duffy, and I'll tell you a secret. They actually have two pugs, Duffy and Sumo, two brothers. And we go through Duffy's day when he wakes up and he has breakfast and then his after breakfast nap and he takes a walk and he has his after walk nap and goes on errands and his after errands naps. And throughout the book you'll see in the illustrations that there are clocks cleverly tucked into the pictures, which not only tell us what time it is that Duffy's napping, but it also gives us an opportunity to teach our young readers how to tell time. Thanks so much. You have so much to look forward to in this wonderful book, and if you like dogs, oh my gosh, the dog's pajamas. Thanks. We have two holiday books. How Do Dinosaurs Say Merry Christmas? And we're also publishing at the same time, How Do Dinosaurs Say Happy Hanukkah? Now, I want you to know that Jane Yolen was really, really passionate about wanting these books to come out at the same time, and that's why they are. And when Mark Teague saw the manuscripts, he was really passionate about wanting to do two completely different sets of dinosaurs for each book. So what you have here is unique. In our family, we celebrate both Hanukkah and Christmas, and you'll see in the Hanukkah book the lighting of the lights. At the same time, we celebrate Christmas. We always have a Christmas tree, and Santa's coming, and we wear silly Santa hats, and we sing Christmas carols, and we always have a sacred time as well. We are very respectful. We know that every family celebrates Christmas and Hanukkah differently. But how do dinosaurs celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah? I can tell you this. They celebrate it with joy and happiness and exuberance. They celebrate it with memory and gratitude. And most of all, they celebrate it with love. Thank you so much. Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas from us to you. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm back to close the picture book section with our final book on the list from Michael DeCapua Books. The Other Side of Town is John Agee's new picture book with Agee at his hilarious best. He starts out with a goofy, imaginative story and then enriches it with lush, brilliant illustration. Well, what's it all about? In busy New York City, a cab driver picks up a tiny guy in a weird suit who wants to go to the other side of town. The other side of town, it turns out, isn't in Brooklyn or Queens. It's a zany pink and green world where things look very familiar but are completely different. All in all, Agee takes us on an unforgettable trip that kids will want to repeat again and again. Well, folks, that concludes our picture books presentation. Have a picture-perfect day.